June 14th, 2025, on remembering. I do not work normally. When it comes to my feelings on strangers, my brain defaults, you, everyone, into the excellent and beautiful human category. You can fall from this lofty place in my heart, but you cannot return as easily. It doesn't matter if you're a perfect stranger or someone I will never meet or talk to. You are beautiful, and I love you. So it felt especially odd to be surrounded by 100 kind strangers and desperately needing someone to comfort me while simultaneously frozen in a place with less than no ability to ask for what I needed. A mask clamped down on me so tight I felt I might shatter. A girl wandered by and asked me for a hug, and I gave her one. One of the better hugs I've had in my life. I would have stayed in that moment forever. It ended after only a minute. I thanked her in a hollow voice, turned on my heel, and escaped. I cried in my truck for over an hour. Before this happened, I was party to an event that rubbed every available nerve, pinched, itched, and grated all at once. I was standing in the middle of several strangers' tents and cars. Not my camp and not my people. An elderly drunk man led me there before he fell down and refused to get back up. He had been variously threatening to kill me and others in God's name, calling us brothers and speaking in tongues. He was equally aggressive with his anger and his love. And I was over it in the first 5 minutes, and here I was. Here we were with him a full hour or more later. Eventually, we retrieved his gun and got him back to his home through another stranger's assistance. Everyone was alive. The danger had passed. It was all the best it could be. But it could have been very different. 2 decades prior to this moment, one of the most beautiful humans on the planet, a man I spent the majority of my working hours with, between works, drinks after work, extra events, died. He was accidentally shot. We had been in a number of scraps ourselves. I had seen him kicked by bulls, fall off of horses, and generally thrown around in every conceivable way. I've never met someone so tough in my life. Had you bet me if a 22 caliber bullet would take his life, I would have spit in my hand and shook before you named your price. You see, we fairly regularly shot each other with BB guns. We punched and kicked and bit dozens of times daily. 22 bullets are some of the smallest and weakest there are. I didn't realize or respect their power until I was given no choice. My friend was dead, and it ripped through me like a lightning strike. Though I was not directly responsible, I found and still find ways to blame myself. Life, humanity at large, is simultaneously the strongest, most resilient thing you can comprehend, and more fragile than glass on stone dropped from a height. He was vibrant, alive, filled with so much. But now he only was. He will never be is again. I think that moment was only the final quenching of a deep-seated moral value and imperative to protect and value life. My sensitivity to unintentional recklessness and complete disregard is more finely tuned than I can put into words. And so, crying alone, more overwhelmed than I should have been, I fell out of love with that old man who likely needed a friend more than I'll ever know. West.